Welcome to the demo of Box DeFi. Box DeFi presents the whole concept of DeFi farming in a gamified way on Tezos. In this demo, first I'll give a brief overview of all the features of the platform, and followed by that, I'll do a walkthrough of the entire gaming system. Now, Box DeFi is deployed on box-defi.vercel.app, and this is the landing page where if you scroll down, you can find a bunch of cards that represent all the features of the platform. So from a top level view, what you can do is there are these seed tokens using which you can farm yet another token called fruit tokens. Now the seed tokens are general FA 1.2 tokens, whereas the fruit tokens are semi-fungible FA2 tokens that represent fruits of varying rarities. So whenever you farm fruits from seeds, you can get any fruit of any rarity, but it is obvious you have a higher chance of getting a less rare fruit than the chance of getting a more rare fruit. So how do you go about doing this, and what exactly is the crypto economic DeFi side of this whole concept? So it all starts with the box pool. In the box pool, you can lock up KUSD tokens or Colibri USD tokens. And when you lock up these tokens, you end up getting the seed tokens. Now, these seed tokens are sort of like liquidity share tokens, and they represent your locked up liquidity in the pool. And you can also use your seed tokens to unlock that liquidity back. So once you get the seed tokens, you can go over to Box Farm and you can plant these seed tokens in magical boxes. And this is where the name Box DeFi comes from, because of the magical boxes. And once you plant these seeds, you have to water them regularly. Now, by watering, I mean just a random transaction with a very minute gas fee on the blockchain. And once you water them regularly, after a few watering periods, you have a fully grown plant that can be harvested. And once you harvest the plant, you get the fruit token. Now, these fruit tokens are randomly generated, so you don't know which token you will be getting until and unless your plant is fully grown and you actually harvest that plant. Now, make sure that you water them regularly, and if you miss one watering period, then the plant is dead and you will use your seed tokens forever. And I'll show that how the process works in the walkthrough later on. So once you get the fruit tokens, since these are semi-fungible tokens, there will be copies of every fruit. Right now we have 5 fruits, and it is obvious that there will be more copies of the less rare fruits than the number of copies for the more rare fruits. Now, the most important crypto economic side of all this is that every fruit token has a minimum risk-free value, because there is a de-seeding section where you can take your fruit tokens, you can burn them, and you can get your original 10 seed tokens back. And then someone can take these 10 seed tokens, go over to the pool, and then unlock a part of the liquidity, the KUSD liquidity. So all the fruit tokens will never be worthless. They will always have a value of 10 seed tokens. Apart from that, we also have a fun thing called Fruit Wizard. So if you have a bunch of less rare fruits and you want a more rare fruit, then you can go to the Fruit Wizard, and then by some merging pattern, the Fruit Wizard can convert your less rare fruits by burning them and then crediting you with a fruit of higher rarity. Pretty interesting. And finally, we have a flash loan system, which is another crypto economic side of this. So here we see there is like a whole lot of KUSD can be locked up in the box pool. And that's why the box pool exposes a flash loan system with a 1% fee. So when someone goes and tries to unlock the liquidity back, they might end up getting more KUSD than they initially deposited, because the flash loan fee keeps getting collected. So this is a very important aspect. Now this can not directly be accessed from the front end, but it is more of a contract side concept, and it is very well documented in the GitHub repos README file. So do look into it if you want to access the flash loan system. Apart from that, we have the rules of farming. So right now the whole system is deployed on the testnet. So you still have to abide by the rules, but you are safe from any major loss. But once the system is deployed on the mainnet, make sure you follow all the rules and you read them carefully, or you can end up losing a lot of money. So let's get into it and start exploring how the whole gaming system works. So this is the part where all the action happens. We have the dashboard, the box pool, the box farm, a fruit basket, which I'll explain what it is, the fruit wizard, and also a test KUSD faucet. So you will be needing KUSD to lock up in the pool, and if you want KUSD tokens, you can get it from here. Do remember you will only get 200 test KUSD tokens, and this faucet is can be used just once by each Tezos account. So let's go step by step. The first, we have the dashboard where you can find the system stats. So the seed token supply, the seeds planted in the box farm, the circulating supply, the total number of fruits we have, all the boxes that have been planted, and then the pool TVL, which is the amount of KUSD locked up in the pool. So let's go over to the box pool, and here you can see we can lock up KUSD tokens, and then it will show how much seed we will receive. So first let's connect the wallet. I'll use Temple Wallet for this. And I already have some KUSD tokens, but I don't have seed tokens right now. So let's lock some up. Let's say I lock the max value. And right now you can see that I'm getting an equal amount of seed tokens because there is no flash loan that has been taken out and no fee that has been deposited. So once the fee starts getting deposited in the pool, you will be getting a slightly less number of seed tokens, but it will never go beyond the 1% fee value. So at max, you might get 1% less number of seed tokens than the KUSG you deposit. But that won't change the amount of KUSD you will receive when you unlock back using your seed tokens. So let's lock up KUSD. And I've placed like this cool loading uh, and there you go. The lockup is successful. And if I refresh the page, I now have 50 seed tokens and the supply has also increased. Now let's go over to box farm. And I have a bunch of boxes that are fully grown, but I'll show the whole process of planting the seeds once again. So if you scroll down, you will see these are basically the stats, like how many seeds you need for per box, and then the watering period, which is 5 minutes. So you have to water the boxes every 5 minutes. And if you don't water them in two consecutive periods, that is, if you miss a watering period or try to water after 10 minutes, then the plant will be dead and you won't be able to get back the seed tokens that are locked up because there will be no fruit to deseed. So let's go down here and I can click on plant seeds. And when I click on plant seeds, it will basically take all my seed tokens and then plant them into the maximum number of boxes that are possible. So if you want to plant just a specific number of seed tokens, then you would need to access the contract directly. From the front end, it is all the seed tokens being batched together and planted. So I'll confirm the transaction. And it is successful. Once I refresh the page, and there you go. Now these are all the fresh plants which I which I just planted. Now you can also filter the boxes like these are the harvestable boxes. These are all the boxes out there. And right now you can see that my next watering period is in 9 minutes. So I don't have to wait for 9 minutes. I can actually water it just after 5 minutes, but this is like the max. So if I exceed this limit, then all my new boxes will be dead. Right now they're healthy, but after 5 minutes all of them will be dead, so I have to keep a track of that. By that time, let's explore the fruit basket. So in the fruit basket, I can get to know how many of each fruit tokens I have. So I have like four elder grapes, one mangrot, zero spot berries, one blue stripe, and one crown apple. So these are fruits with varying rarities, and right now there are five fruits in the system. Pretty cool fruits, and all of them have some history and some description attached to them. So let's say I want to deseed one of my fruits, and here I have mangrot, and if I want to deseed it, I have one. So I'll select max, click on deseed, confirm, and there you go. If I refresh the page, I have 10 seed tokens here. And this is where all the risk-free value comes from. I can get back my tokens, and then I can actually go back to the pool and I can unlock KUSD. And there we have our 10k USD. Isn't it cool? And now let's go to the fruit wizard, and here we can see there's this option called possible to make, or where which basically depicts whether you can form a particular fruit or not based on the requirements. So here I see that I can only form mangrove because I need like four elder grape for that, and in my fruit basket I can see I actually have four elder grapes. So let's forge a mangrove. And the forging is successful. And if we go over to our fruit basket, well, all our elder grapes are burnt, but we have one mangrot. So that's how the fruit wizard works. Now let's go back to our farm and let's see if we can water our fruits yet. They're still healthy. Just one more minute left for watering. So we can also harvest harvest the fully grown plants. So if I click on harvest, I will be asked to confirm a transaction. If I confirm it, The harvest is successful. If I refresh the page, we see there is one less plant that is fully grown because it has been harvested. And if I go to the fruit basket, well, I got an elder grape, which is the least rarest of all. Bad luck. And as you can see, all these plants are now waterable and they have grown a bit. This is so cool. Now I have an option of watering all the boxes that can be watered at once, or if I don't have enough gas, I can choose specific boxes that I want to water. So let's say I just want to water this particular box, then I can click on water, confirm, and the gas fee is tremendously low. And these animations are pretty cool, aren't they? Go back, refresh, and if we go to needs water, so here you can see we have one less that needs water because we just watered one of the boxes. So that's how it works overall. I hope you like the demo. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me on Twitter or write your questions down in the comments below on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching the demo.